Well, hello. It's time for another dev diary. Look at these ships. Yep, so I gone ahead, built some ships, and well, we've got some baddies now. Martians. Look at them, they're like the ones from the Jeff Wayne album cover, and they've got a heat ray on them, and they've still got the little cube I do for the 5-point developing stuff. Ignore the little cube that's there, but yes, Martian Flyer. Also, custom soundtrack. Listen to this. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, look. We've basically got some Martian fighter craft. Like the fighter machines from the... not really from anything. They're mainly the ones from the album artwork because I am autistic and really, really like that. Like, unhealthily. And we've also got capital ships. And capital ships, you see, Martians have now got their own special kind of weapons. And, well, I'm just going to play, and you will see what has been introduced. So we'll just sort out our ships. So of course the good old Yumi's, kinetic weapons. So we open up with our opening salvo. Heat ray! Oh. Also, I need to show off HDR bloom. Yes, post-processing effect, isn't it? And we look down here. Oh, yes. That's doing some damage. Anyway, we're going to set you on all ahead full and cut a path right to them, and we're going to try and kill Mr. Nasty Capital Ship. Now you see, this ship has no guns on the bottom. And one of the design decisions I want to make is the fact that your guns are armoured, well, are armed from the top. You see, mainly, you've got guns mounted on the top there. And by doing so, it essentially means that for you to attack the enemy, you have to make good strategic use of all the 3D space. So as you see, like this ship here isn't able to target us because we're actually below the gun's declination of fire. They can't depress their turrets enough. So by having that dichotomy, it also kind of makes it so, from a design perspective, your ships are like ships. They're below. You kind of fight on that single plane. Whereas their ships, they're lighter and they look more sleek, and it kind of gives that whole aircraft sense to them. The fact that they are kind of always going to be higher, you know, especially with these with these more like fighter craft, corvette craft, which they have, the fighting machines with the beams. Their AI is actually is programmed to always seek a position vector above your ships. So if your ship is going in some direction, they will essentially always try and do a fly pass. And this fly pass procedure is calculated by getting your current position, updating it via a coroutine, but also kind of adding a random element of extra height, which is why they always fly above. And by doing that, it basically looks like they are aircraft and you are land units or naval units. Whereas in reality, everyone's always ships. But, you know, it kind of like, I think it's cool. Anyway, we're just going to plonk you underneath. In fact, one thing we're going to do, we want to shoot you with our broadside. So we're just going to change our declination and bang. And then we can do a high energy turn and fight them with the other broadside. Okay, we would, but it looks like there's another enemy over there. That's okay, we did some damage. Okay, what's going on over here? You are going to need to get closer, because our ships are really powerful at close range. They've got piss all accuracy, but once I implement ramming damage and ramming and torpedoes, we are going to be utter beasts. The humans are going to be utter beasts against the Martians at close range. Whereas I need to, in the future, change the Martians so that they always try and stay at a greater range and kind of bombard you with high accuracy weapons. By doing that, you kind of have quite a fun gameplay mechanic. of you needing just to steam forward and smash the aliens, because smashing people is always more fun than running away from them. And if you disagree, you are a nonce. Right, okay. You go back to being level and fire your guns. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. I just need to get them to actually kill their beams when they die. If they die when they're firing, they just don't. Okay. But yeah, like my plan is basically to have to have much more fast-firing weapons, or at least weapons with a much higher muzzle velocity. So, say if you were to outfit it, because right now we've kind of only got macro cannons, really good at close range, but like piss all accuracy and really slow projectile speed. I'm thinking if we like have some rail guns or something, you could have a ship that's specially designed to take down these people. And by having one of those, you kind of have a diverse fleet. So you'd have your like your brawler ship, which would always get up and close with broadside weaponry. You'd have your ship with like artillery cannons that stays back and is a bit weaker on the armor, but can deal a lot of damage from range. And then you'd also have your support ship, which has like really high muzzle velocity and just goes bang and tries to like swat the bastards out the air. This is not the best commentary I'm doing, is it? I'm just getting excited. Anyway, yeah, a little buggy, but ships go boom. I like that. Bye.